Hello and welcome back to the second to last 25Ks in GeoGuessr episode, at least for now. At least until we've gone through all of the countries that currently do have GeoGuessr Street View to a significant extent. Today, we're going to be playing Eswatini. And, well, the map has only been played 23 times, but so far no one's even come close to getting a 25K, so this'll be interesting. I would say generally Eswatini does have locations that are relatively easy, so I wouldn't be insanely surprised if the seed is fairly doable. But I also wouldn't be surprised at all if we're here for a very long time, because it does at the same time have, well, locations that just aren't easy. And a lot of the pinpointing in sort of the more, well, essentially the cities that aren't just Mbabane might be pretty rough. So anyway, we'll just give it our best go, and I just realized I should open up Live Split because I hadn't yet. I'll be back in a second. All right, here we go. Let's start in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh god. This already doesn't really look like a round that would be easy to find. Never mind pinpoint, that might be doable, but finding it, especially with that movement, we might be here for a very long time. Let's see, is that just... There's something blurred there. Oh, it's just more trees. Alright. Okay, it does look like there is a city back there. All the way back there. Couple houses around, but I don't remember how frequent really signs are in Eswatini that tell you any useful information at all. Okay, there's a, I guess, a split up. I think I should make a checkpoint here. Eskangeni, something like that. Eskangeni, maybe. Could be a city name. Doesn't have to be. Some church in Swaziland. Cool. Great information. What about this sign? They're all so white. There you go. Okay, P.O. Box from Mbabane. Which doesn't make this much easier. The Sigangeni High School. Usually those schools in sort of South Africa, Lesotho, and Eswatini don't necessarily, like, their names don't have anything to do with where they are. So it's not like Sigangeni would be a suburb or something like that. It could be. It's just not guaranteed in the slightest. But I will have like a quick look anyway. Well, there's Skangeni, which is close. Okay, Sigangeni High School. Wait, do we come from here? That would make this a whole lot easier. There's like a two-way, well, a four-way intersection, obviously. And then there's a corner kind of turn. Could be like this here, but let me go in that direction again and let me check. Because I don't remember like having any turns really, or like significant turns. Obviously this is kind of a turn. Until we hit like the main road. Main again in quotation marks. It's the bigger road here, hence the main road. What kind of general direction does that take? The school says it's here. Makes... It could be here. But doesn't really seem right. Just continue. There's more. 4 intersections. Oh, I forgot about this part. Yeah, this is this. Yeah, okay. Did it start somewhere up here? Or is it this? Wait. Oh, it could be this. Yeah, it is this. Yeah, found it. Because you see here this kind of like split in the road. And then we'd be like roughly about here. Perfect. Nice. Oh, God. More dirt roads. But at least round 1 didn't take as long as I feared. That's 1 out of the way. Bethel Lutheran Primary School in Gege. Which is here. Now, let's look at this road. It could be somewhere here, but at the same time, that's going to be really difficult to pinpoint if it is. Although this road might help if it's on the map. Which it isn't. At least not if it's like on this road, obviously. If it's not the road I'm currently looking at, then I can't really say if it's on the map or not, can I? There is a turn here. Oh, well, I mean, slight, very slight one. Oh, this way, please, game. Please cooperate. And this seems still very long. Doesn't seem like it would just hit the main road there, although at the same time... No, definitely not. Still looks like it goes up slightly, so maybe it is actually here somewhere. I'm tempted to just go the other way and see how far it is to the border. That seems like a good idea. Or if there is a border here at all. Seems fairly straight west-east though, which is just not true for that section. Doesn't seem like a border. What is this? The Mahemu Butchery and Central Dealer. I have doubts that's going to be on the map. Okay, there's more houses. Okay, there is the border here. Right, so this is just kind of weird in how the road direction doesn't match. Like, if you look at this... I mean, well, maybe, I guess. It starts kind of this direction. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. This road, I suppose. This maybe? I don't know what kind of intersection has been found here by OpenStreetMap that was where it decided, okay, that's where I'm going to put the pin down. Has a curve, well, I mean, very slight curve upwards. Could be here, actually. Could it be? Maybe. Oh, God. I mean, if that's maybe this... I'm clutching at straws here. One road clearly going south here. I would normally expect this to be on the map, but... I mean... Hmm. It doesn't seem to be, unless it's this road. But it's super difficult to judge distances here. I just have no idea whether this length, whether that's 300 meters or 5 kilometers. I can't tell. How could I? So it makes it very difficult, especially in a country where you'd expect roads showing up or not showing up to be incredibly inconsistent, just based on development, new roads coming and going, and just if these roads were paved, then you could expect some kind of longevity in them. But well, the main road, yes, sure, that's probably going to still look the same. But any of these like little side paths, at best, they could easily change. That was pretty close, actually. Now that I think about it, I mean, the movement is god awful. But oh please, but it was closer at least than the border. I think it was pretty much right over there, which does lead me to believe that it might be this road that I'm looking at here. And then maybe one of these little paths, maybe this one, would be that road. And eventually you have that slight turn here. And it'd be like somewhere here. Then this road over there is that. I mean, that's the best I can come up with. So I think I'm gonna go with it. Yeah. Okay, just about 24 meters. I I don't trust well anything here, but we were just about close enough. So that's good. Okay, very, very different landscape. Well, I say landscape. The road has a different color. That's pretty much it. Hmm. All right. We have a couple roads going off here. This might be helpful, but there's also a turn here, so might just be good for identifying the turn itself. There's another turn off, and that seems like somewhere I absolutely do not want to go. So let's try the other way. That just seems like it'll take me an hour to get anywhere. Which might be our only option, but I'd rather go the other way first and see. 16. Let's say 12. Does it say one question mark? 13 maybe? I have no idea. But apparently there's a town in 16 kilometers that way. At least I imagine that's what that bollard is for. There another one? No, just imagine that. Move this way. That should be a little bit quicker. Okay, there's something here. Please let me read it. Oh, right. As if the game knew. The one spot from which I could clearly read it is just... And this... No, I can't read it this way. I mean, obviously, yes, I can read the top one, but that's not what I want to read. I want to read this. I can't read it from here either. A PO box. Big something. Ah, Sifafaneni, that could very well be it. Yeah, I think so. But from that, it's still like difficult to say far exactly we might be. Mayabula Supermarket and Hardware. Maybe I could read it from this site. No. Okay, it kind of goes. Would that match? I mean, it kind of would. Wouldn't here. Here is the next point where it potentially might match, but the road up there goes in a different direction, which is the problem here as well, because I know that like the next road north goes over to the east. So that's not helpful, I guess. Unless we're on a white road. Maybe. But this is like pretty far away from Sifofanini, is it? No, it's not the region name. Okay, so I guess we'll continue. And we'll see what else we stumble upon. Right, let me take one more look at that marker. I kind of just went past it, but it might have something. It doesn't have anything, really. It says 17. It says 17 on both sides, which means that it isn't actually the distance to something, but it is just a regular kilometer marker, which means that the road started, well, about 15 kilometers to the north from where we started, where our starting point is, which, I mean, could be true for the MR16 if we were here, in fact. Then that being about 16 kilometers, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think it, I mean, it makes sense for the MR8 if we were somewhere here, but that obviously doesn't match with the road directions. I think this would already be too far away and the road directions don't match anyway. I think the main issue we've got right now is we need to try and figure out if this is a major highway or not. And I'm inclined to say it probably is, but I'm not sure. It's just gonna say, see a group scheme. Did I see that somewhere? Oh, it was Duze. Okay, not Sia. What is this? Yeah, it just says the name of the town again, but obviously we already know that, so it's not much help. And unfortunately, it also doesn't look like the road direction is changing a lot. Like there's, again, a little bit left, a little bit right, but no major changes. There is a river here that isn't that small, actually. But, I mean, there's one river here. There's one here, but that obviously doesn't match anything. Technically up there, but there's also nothing really crossing it. This doesn't match at the top. Well, at the north. In the north, I guess. This doesn't match. And if that matches, this doesn't match. Big Bend. I don't see anything matching here either. The train track. I think this over there is too. I'm not 100% confident, but I think it might be. So we could potentially follow the train track and see where that takes us. And if it crosses... Oh. Ah. It doesn't match, does it? It looks good, but we never crossed the train track. no, it just doesn't quite fit. But it looked good for a second. And then it goes up here. It just keeps going. That's just one continuous train track that goes for a very, very long time. Yeah, out of Eswatini into South Africa. Is that the only train track in Eswatini? Would be kind of hilarious if it was. Probably isn't. Let me see the other side of the train track. Does it go this way? It just kind of follows the river. Doesn't really do any crossing of the river. It crosses it here, but that's obviously not it. And around here, that's obviously not it. And just keeps going next to the river. Keeps going, crosses here, which is obviously not it. And then it stops here, right next to the South African border. So, clearly not that train track. Or if it is, then it's not on a map. All right. We had hope for a bit, but not here apparently. Hey, this looks like maybe a little bit more of a like town center. I use that term very lightly. E22 towards Kapunga. That have no, obviously not on the other side. And MR14. I want to say, I mean, yeah, that matches. And Leon Lamanti High School is just, let's see. Yeah, apparently over there. That was the first time we could actually read the town name very clearly. Ekukman Yeni Primary School. That would mean we are somewhere up here, which is confusing to me. Well, we already are on the MR14. Maybe. Mayabula Supermarket and Hardware. Wait a second. That's what we saw. And that up here matches. I mean, I don't know if it was that river crossing. I don't think the direction quite matches, but this makes a lot of sense. And there's Kapunga. So yeah, I do actually think it is right. Was that the Mayabula? No, it wasn't. That was something that comes later. We started at some intersection up here. Okay, there's one to the east. There's like something a little bit to the west too, but where did I put the checkpoint down? Ah, right, up here, yeah. Kind of like here, I guess this is. Or this split would be here. But I need to check how far away that was. I doubt any of those are on the map. I'm just checking the right roads. And there's nothing else here before, I guess. I guess that would kind of be that, even though the roads don't quite match up. A little bit on the other side. Let me go south as well and see what I can see. Next major road would be this here. Hard to say, really. Let's say that's 1. Where was that hardware store? Why was it so far away? No, I don't think that would be there. Possible, but unlikely. Don't think that would be either. I mean, some of them are bound to be, I think, because there's not that many actually to the store. But still. Yeah, it's here. So now we're here. Sinchini Kingdom Embassy Center. Way over there. Is it? It's got to be this, I think. And that this actually really is a road here. Yeah, it has to be. Yeah, we're going with that. Perfect. Ooh, so we made our way all the way down here, I guess. But, actually, I'm curious now. Was that the bridge we crossed? Because it didn't look right from the direction of it. But I wouldn't be confident in saying it wasn't. It wasn't, no. It was another river that... this one here. And yeah, you can see the train tracks here, but they just don't show up. So it was, wait, let me go out of the satellite view. It was here. Okay. Right. Round 4. Well, an actual paved road. That's new. Doesn't necessarily make it easier, but it should at least guarantee that we'll eventually find where it is. As long as the side roads are on the map. That's important for pinpointing. Otherwise, this might be very difficult. We have a few of those yellow signs that have shown us town names before. It's Faneni again, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Should we actually be up here now, then? What's the name of it? It was the Emnatweni Primary School. And if I zoom all the way in, maybe it would eventually show up, but I don't really want to do that. Okay. You're right now. Road direction is kind of like this. Which could be here, actually. So we could have started like around here. I don't think this is it. This maybe. If you look at this and the turn it takes, but I still think like at most it kind of goes straight. Maybe actually. I started maybe here. I actually check the other, or like the orientation right at the start. Doesn't fit with that. It does fit with this, so it could be here. But it doesn't look right. And down here, it does fit with this, but this doesn't match in the slightest. So it is, annoyingly not really close to anything here again. I mean, this doesn't look awful. Kind of like a little bit up and then, but again, still, this kind of goes very northeasterly and this goes mostly east. I think I'm going to need to find a reference point again. Just the road direction doesn't seem to be enough. Either that or I just haven't looked in the right place yet, which is also possible. But if I haven't, then it's a road that's very far away from where it says it is, which would be unfortunate. It's been pretty straight until here, yeah. All right. Turns, keeps turning. Till it goes pretty much straight south. Oh, it's just a man in a blue shirt. Thought it was a blue sign for a second. Straight south. I mean, this fits. This all fits. In this direction, it doesn't quite fit. But I don't really see anything else that's straight south either. I mean, this is in the middle of a town where we obviously aren't. This is like too far in the other direction. This also doesn't match with how the road would continue in the north. This looks more populated again. Some kind of shopping center. The Makakaya shopping center? Maybe something like that. There's also a butchery. And a hairdressing saloon, apparently. And a very, very straight road. Check. No, check in the right spot. I mean, there's nothing really like that here. There's haircut. Where else would even remotely make sense? Anywhere up here, like, I don't think so. This is all kind of too far away from Eswatini. No. No. None of those places make any sense. Which is annoying me a lot. But what can I do? You have to continue. There's a big sign over there. What does it say? Looks like kind of a construction sign. Road construction, yeah. No useful information there. An ATM sign. Are ATMs such a rarity in Eswatini that they generally put up signs that there is one close by? Crucifix funeral directors. Okay. Okay, and this is Sifo Faneni, so we genuinely have to be here. So we have to have started here. Somewhere. Potentially here. But that is making this all a little bit rough. It has to be around here somewhere. But it's also just not on a map. Few houses to the south. It's not going to be that, but maybe I can find that. It seems fairly close, that curve. Let's see, is it that? seems like it. This. Not sure why this, out of all things, would get its own thing on the map. And if it's not that, it would have to be further west. So I want to quickly check that direction again as well. Also to get a reasonable feel of how far the curve is away. I mean, there's... no, not really. And that's already kind of a curve. At least a kind of small curve. And there you have all of those roads going off here. At least the one. So this is all pretty close together. And I would say it's potentially slightly closer to the east. But I think this is about as good as it's going to get, honestly. It's kind of just a bit annoying. But yeah, I think I've got to be there. I think I've got to be happy with that. I don't think there's anything I can do, so... that was such a good guess. That was very close, but not quite. That's very unfortunate. All right. The Sundolinger Backpackers. I hope that's a PY, although I very much doubt it. Probably Brookside Lodge. Okay, the MR103 towards Manzini. And Bunya and Mankayane on the MR18. 103 and the 18. And that's over there. Wait. That is the Sundowners, Backpackers, and Lodge. Why does it say... why does it say the thing is further over there? Because that's this thing. Oh, I guess, like, is it? Huh. I guess it's this. Oh, yeah, it makes sense, I guess. Sure. Right, put me here. And it's just wrong on the map. All right, whatever then. Doesn't matter. That's just the map being shit. Let me see if there is actually like another road. Okay, yeah. Kind of. All right, whatever. You lost 25k on the last round anyway. All right, well, anyway, that was the second last country. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching. Thanks for doing so. And I hope I'll see you guys again next time. Till then,